Morning everyone, Brian McMans Real Estate Week 48 update. Ooh, getting close to Christmas, isn't it? It's you really feel a festive season out there now, and I'd have to say it's great. It's probably the best pre-Christmas launches, I suppose, that we've had in a number of years. Everyone's positive. Everyone's ready to get into the spirit, which is great. We're heading south now. Just left Northern Rivers, briefly over the border. Can't do any business over there. Our licence, haven't had a Queensland licence for a few years. It didn't really warrant it. The few possible contracts we could do. Just wasn't worth maintaining. So, but Northern Rivers, we had a very productive period up there. I'd have to say it's recovering from the floods, but a little shocking as well. So they're now selling off for houses that were condemned and bought back. Some of them going for a couple of bucks, literally. Some going for $250. So the big auction last week was Mawulumbar. I don't know how many went up, but just driving around, there had to be, if there was 50, there was 100. I don't know about Lismore. I noticed I've got open homes there today, and but apparently there's more down there. But I could only find 7 for sale there. Very interesting. If you can find one that's hardwood, buy it and move it. How much to move? Head quotes all over the shop. Settling around 30,000. Someone else has quoted 100, but no, that's not right. God, you wouldn't move anything for 100,000. That's insane. But who knows? So back to hotels, motels, caravan parks, luxury retreats. Look, we've got demand in Sydney. The frustrating thing I found, actually in the Tweed, is obviously the Queensland agents come over and list. Well, they bring Queensland prices, and Queensland price is quite a bit lower than New South Wales. So I hate to say it, but anyone in the Northern Rivers, Northern New South Wales, if you're not with a New South Wales agent and or someone from Sydney, and this is in our game, this isn't just a house. Our buyers in Double Bay won't know that it's for sale. They don't have time to go on websites and research and all those sorts of things. So, and then hence we have an in-rooms auction once a month. Generally once a month. Sometimes it's once every 2 months. If we've sold through the stock, we were taken to auction. So yeah, it's a case of, if you want Sydney prices, advertise in Sydney. If you're happy with Queensland prices, advertise in Queensland. So it's prime example. We were $1.5 million apart. What a New South Wales buyer would pay compared to a Queensland buyer on a motel. So awesome position, riverfront, all those sorts of things. So we would see value in the land and buildings as well as the business. It looked like the Queensland buyers were really only looking at business value. So there you have it. It was interesting, just in those couple of days, the difference in approach. Also, we're a bit more urgent, a bit more intense. Marketing's a bit more aggressive from our perspective anyway, private McMans real estate, than just passively throwing an ad on a website and maybe a sign out the front. We have our deadlines. So it is interesting out there at the moment. We're desperate for stock. Our Christmas auction, we'll be closing that off in the next 3 or 4 days, and then we'll be into it certainly from the 1st of December to the 19th, and then we'll be going on holiday. And if I want to be driving, hey Richie, we'll be not driving. We'll be near a river, and we'll be near a beach. So that's our Christmas, and we'll be eating and swimming and sleeping. So that's really, we're finding the markets, the finance markets opening back up again in the industry. Certainly from the Double Bay perspective, we've got a lot of money in Double Bay at the moment, looking for passive investments, hotels, motels, caravan parks, anything that's they'll sit on, hold for 5 to 8 years, get their return, plus have cash flow coming through. So that's really what they're looking at. There's a demand for the 5-star retreats, and certainly in that $30 to $50 million mark, there's 5-star. If you got a 5-star $30 million retreat, we've got buyers in Double Bay, so give us a bell. We'll be releasing our 2026 auction dates in the next week, so that you can start planning. We're already talking to people about it. They're not quite ready for our Christmas auction, which is a shame, because that's the one that really goes off. But they'll be ready in the new year, so 30th of January is our first. I had to look at I don't have a calendar in front of me, unfortunately, and I think the next one is about the 28th of February. It's quite late in that month. And then they go on from there. But we'll release it on our website. Great idea to get your contracts, your accounts, certified accounts, or your tax documents. The banks and the brokers are asking for any tax documents to verify your turnover, which is fair enough. Just giving us a spreadsheet that anybody can create and say, well, here you are, here's my turnover for the last 24 months. It really doesn't. The banks aren't going to look at that. They need certified tax returns. And if, I'm going to say it again, and if you aren't banking your cash, bank your cash. Or else, write it off your sale price. So many times this year, we get to the nitty gritty, and the buyers just can't raise enough debt because you didn't bank your cash, and you can't expect them to. They're bank imposed. It's not their fault you didn't bank your cash. So that's your quantum, I suppose. You've got to sit back and go, how much money am I really saving by not banking my cash? Am I really going to save that and take a hit on the sale? That's what it comes back to. And that equation, generally, it's better to bank your cash. Over the last 5-10 years, it's better to bank your cash. You're not saving much. You think you're beating the system, you're not. Because you'll lose $500,000 in the sale price in a heartbeat because your figures don't stack up. And all the suppliers' receipts and the till takes, if they don't match up, it's not hard to see. Anyway, 2026, get on board. You're thinking about selling, get in now. Well, there's a bit of a kick up. There's a kick up with the market, so don't hesitate if you're thinking of selling in the next 6 months. Don't think, oh, wait until March, I'm going to trade through January, February, March and keep all that money. That's silly. That's really silly thinking in short term. Get it on the market. Let's get it to the auction, sold under the hammer, settle in 30 or 42 days. We can probably talk about that. We will not be taking any long settlements in 2026. We will not take any variations to the auction contract. Period. So, if a buyer comes to us and wants a variation, as a company, we will not be accepting. As the auctioneer, I will not be accepting their bid. If you have a problem with that, we're not for you. So, that's it in a nutshell. Week 48. We're getting close to Christmas, and you can probably hear in my voice, I'm pretty happy about that. We've had a pretty good 2025. A lot of cars. We've probably done almost an extra 40-50% Ks on the road. But that's important to us, that we are at inspections, that we're not just listing over the phone and over email. So we'll be doing the same in 2026. So give us a call, Brian, 040-297-0217. We can come out and list your property for auction. That takes about 20 minutes of paperwork, and then I've got to produce a number of videos, reels and posts. So that takes about an hour, and then you're on the market. We're off and racing. So I'd love to hear from you. Give me a call, give me an email, brian@McManusRealestate.com. You can connect to us via our website, brian@McManusRealestate.com, no AU. And have a wonderful day. It is currently drizzling. We're heading south about 3.5 hours, so we're on the road an hour and a half, so plus about 2 hours we've been on the road. So we'll be off the road about 12:30 for our first appointment. We've got 3 appointments back to back this morning, which is really good. Saturday morning. We may even hit coughs today, not sure. We'll get close. We'll get close to coughs. And then we've got a number of appointments south of Coffs, between Coffs and Sydney. And then we'll go south. all the way south. Might even get to a Remulla this week. Not sure. So yeah, give us a bell. Happy to take your calls. Bye for now. And Merry Christmas.